Own.
Peace, this is Demonstrative, Austin Warrior Art, Seth Decote, Gilded Silent Sword. I have with me and a bunch of screaming children and some sirens. If you guys didn't know, I'm wearing this shirt, compliments of David Rawlings out in the UK. It says Fighters Against Racism, and I would like to extend that to fighters against any type of ism. So we stand proud and strong with everybody that's fighting against oppression in as many different colors and manifestations. Anyhow, so what we're going to do is we're going to talk about swords and Matrag. So Matrag, Algerian stick fighting art. As the old Sheikh say, and Sheikh Belmeki told me this, that the stick is the grandfather of the sword. So what we're going to do is we're going to take those basic cuts from Matrag and apply them to sword and then sword and buckler. So here's one way that we do that to get ourselves used to just the concept. So we're going to do our 4 basic cuts from Matrag. I'm going to go ahead and just tuck my buckler here to my body, or just get it out of the way, just so I can isolate just the sword. So my partner gives me those first 4 cuts, and it's 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to return to him. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? So that's the sword. That's what it looks like normally with the stick, and we're applying that with the sword. So now we're going to bring the buckler into it, okay? So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my parry. I'm going to use my sword as I normally would. The only difference is the buckler gives me the ability to kind of close off certain lines. And so you'll see that when he gives me the first horizontal, I'll go ahead, cover, 2, and again, 3, and then 4. And then here we are. I reset. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? Now, here's the drill that we do. Again, he gives me those 4 cuts, and I'll just use just my buckler, catch it. Okay? That's option 2. So first, 4 cuts. Here's my sword. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? I give him sword. 1, 2, 3, 4. Next, I'll just use my buckler, and my sword is poised, ready to counter. Okay? He gives me the strike, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? I give him 1, 2, 3, 4. Next, for fluidity and fluency in movements, I'm going to alternate between the 2. However I want. He gives me 4 strikes. I may sword, buckler, sword, together. Then again. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's getting them to kind of work independent. Okay. No, that was my fault. Anyhow, so you can see how we can take those first 4 strikes and start adding the buckler into it to make it into a different drill altogether. Later on, the next step for that would be like doing our counter strikes off of that. So my partner gives me that first horizontal, he cuts through. So with the sword, boom, I've parried that, and then like I find my opening, I hit my thrust, which is not common in Matrag and in most African sword styles. But then I go to my cuts, yes, once again. So he cuts, I defend, boom, there's my counter with the cuts. Then number 2, backhand cut, backhand horizontal. Here, there's a thrust if I want to, so inclined, but if not, I still have my cuts. Boom, boom. Once again, 3, underneath the other way, yep. Boom, I defend, there's a thrust there if I want it, or there's the cut. Then again, overhead here, thrust if I want it, again, or just the cut. Do the same thing with my buckler. It gives me a little extra something. So he gives me the first horizontal. Here I defend. Now I can close in like you guys are accustomed to doing. I see the sword here on this side. I can zone away and do it. Once again, yes. So here I can defend with the buckler, charge in, crash here, cut, zone away from the sword. And I can start working these things like these applications off those 4 basic cuts as we go. But the first step is 1, getting the sword in your hand, doing the movements, getting the buckler in your hand, doing
the movements. Getting the sword and the buckler in together. And then you can work on countering with the sword and buckler together, okay? Anyhow, so this is something that we're kind of experimenting with. So, yeah, if you have any questions, any comments, complaints, criticisms, save the last two for yourself. But please do like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Please like and subscribe to the Hama Historical African Martial Arts Association page as well. We have an event coming up in May. Please show up. We could use your help, your support. If you're interested in being a part of Hama, then please contact myself or any other council members, or join the group on Facebook, and we'll be happy to help you get started. Peace.